So released initially back in 2001, this pair of shoes was making part of the Nike Alpha project, which was bringing for Nike in the late 90s and early 2000s the most interesting releases for the Air Max range. So in today's video we're gonna have a look at this comeback, which most definitely is looking quite nice even after almost 25 years. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It will really help out the channel. In today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at the comeback coming from Nike for the Air Max Craze, which was initially released back in the early 2000s, and it seems that now at the end of April 2025 this one has made a comeback in at least two color combinations. So let's go ahead and start with the box guys, which if I'm not mistaken will be almost the same as the original Alpha project box, which will come in this gray and brown box, which will also have these 5 dots here on top of the lid. So let's go ahead and take the shoes out guys, which most definitely are looking quite nice. So in today's video we're gonna have a look at this comeback coming from Nike for the Air Max Craze. So as I said earlier guys, at the end of 2001 Nike was bringing us this very interesting looking release, which was called the Air Max Craze, which as I said earlier was making part of the Alpha project, which was a division dedicated to taking Nike's tech and design to the next level, which has brought us the Air Kukini, the Air Flyposite and also the Air Presto. But now in 2025 this one it's making a comeback in at least two colorways. So one of it will be this black and orange colorway. We're also gonna have an electro orange as well. So I actually bought both of them to see exactly how they look and in different sizes. And this one will be available for both women and men as well. So most definitely if you are a fan of this release back in the 2000 era, for sure this one will bring quite fond memories. So now in 2025 this one is retailing at 155 pounds here in the UK, which will be around 170 US dollars. I wouldn't say that this one is an expensive release, but most definitely it's a bit of a stranger release, even though this one has this back part cut out, making it quite good for summer. I really feel that the front part of the shoe doesn't help at all with the breathability. For sure it would have helped a lot to have a different material on top of your foot. Nevertheless, this one is now available guys, and in case you want to go for it, just follow the link in the description down below. So with that being said guys, let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this brand new re-release. So as you can see, for this upper guys, we're gonna have a very interesting material, which I would say that feels like a nylon, and this one will be like a one-piece construction from the front all the way to the back, which will have this very nice drawings in this orange, gray. We're also gonna have this very big Nike swoosh here on top of the turbo section, which will be a rubberized one. As you can see, this one towards the back feels that it's been cut out, and we're gonna have a strap covering the top part of the heel section. Of course this one will be just a shell, and as you can see at the top of your foot we're gonna have this zipper, which underneath will reveal that we're gonna have an inner construction. So I would say that this one is very similar to the Sender range coming from Nike, having the same snug fit. So most definitely this inner construction will be breathable. It's gonna be made out of an interesting mesh, which will also have this orange lacing system, which will keep in place these black flat laces. We're also gonna have a very interesting patch of leather material here towards the top of the so-called tongue, which will also have the Max Air lettering and also this very nice pull tab with these 5 rubber dots. But as I said earlier, I really feel that this material, it's really not breathable at all. So for sure your feet will get hot inside quite fast. Here at the back we're also gonna have this rubberized band, which will also have some cushioning and also this pull tab as well. So going inside of the shoe, guys, for this one I'm gonna have a black lining, which underneath will have a very minimal amount of padding, and also at the bottom we're gonna have quite a cheap foam insole, which will come in this black and orange colorway. This one also have a small arch support as well, which for sure will help, but I need to admit that this shoe overall feels quite snug, so maybe that arch support doesn't help that much. So now, guys, we can go to this I would say a rubber midsole in this black and white color, which will also have this air solvent exposed at the front and also at the heel, and this one will come in this orange color. Most definitely the design for this one looks quite nice, and you wouldn't say that these ones are almost 25 years old, but I need to admit that this technology is quite old, and unfortunately the level of comfort provided by this one won't be too good. I really feel that this one it's quite a stiff pair of shoes, and it's also a bit on the heavier side as well. So now, guys, we can finish with this rubber outsole in this black and white color. We're also gonna have some orange hints as well, which for sure has a very interesting design. This one is also a bit flexible as well. As you can see here in the midfoot, we're also gonna have this Nike heel fit, which will make part of this strap here at the back, and we're also gonna have the cross training lettering here at the heel section, which we also had it at the front of the toe section as well. So most definitely the design for this one looks quite nice, and I really feel that it's gonna provide a very good grip as well. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for this black pair I went with a half size down, and for the orange pair I went with my true to size, and for my skinny feet I feel that going with my true to size they are way too big and they are slipping off my feet quite easily. So most definitely I would suggest you to go with a half size down for skinny feet. And if you have normal feet, you can just stay with your true to size. Most definitely I would suggest you to go with at least a half size up for people with wide feet, but overall I would say that this one feels as the Air Max Sender. It's actually quite snug here on top of your foot. For sure you'll have a hard time pulling this zipper all the way up. So overall, guys, this latest release coming from Nike for this Air Max Craze, which is making a comeback after 24 years. I really feel that it's looking quite nice, and it's still bringing a very futuristic design. I would say that even the retail price is not that bad, but given that the materials used for this upper are not that breathable, not entirely sure if this one serves a purpose. I really feel that overall this one might be a very good pair of shoes for maybe fall or even winter, but given that we're gonna have this cutout here at the back, this one is quite contradictory. So unless this one will have a different material for this upper, I don't actually feel that it's gonna be a good release for summer at all. As I said earlier, after around 20 to 30 minutes I really feel that my feet are actually getting quite hot inside, which is not the case for the back part of the shoe. Nevertheless, this one is still looking quite futuristic, has a very interesting design. We're also gonna have decent materials as well, but as this technology used for this Air Max releases nowadays are more than 20 years old at least, I feel that these ones are a bit heavy and not that comfortable. But most definitely this one, it's looking quite interesting, and I really love how they are looking on my feet. But unfortunately they are not practical at all. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this brand new release coming from Nike, which is making a comeback after 24 years for this Air Max Craze. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!